Alright bro, I'm down here already. So what do you want to ask me?
Okay, bro. So I just want you to introduce more about yourself. So what type of mechanic are you?
Okay, my name is Hassan and I'm from Mechanic Bar. I'm both heavy and light vehicle mechanic.
When and why you founded Mechanic Bar?
Okay, I founded Mechanic Bar in 2014, 2014. That time I was riding my Super 4, and I think that riders back then needs to know some basic things of what is going on in their vehicles before they send to the workshop. You know, sometimes when we ride our motorcycle or we drive our cars, then we encounter some faults and issues, right? So before we send to the workshop, we must at least have some understanding. So where do we want to ask all of this? So I created the first automotive online community that helps people to ask me what is going on in their vehicles, and I will give them some suggestive solutions and answers. So at least they have some rough idea before they push to the workshop. Because once they push to the workshops, okay, so I will not interfere. Let the workshop professionals handle them.
So who are the people in Mechanic Bar in the early days?
Okay, back then in 2014, mostly riders. They are Super 4 riders and other bike models also. Thinking about the name, Mechanic Bar. Initially, I want the name to be a real restaurant, Mechanic Bar. You know, like those bikers restaurants. But if, you know, in Singapore context, it turns out to be something like an educational platform. So the early people are mostly riders before it evolves to drivers and eventually cyclists.
Okay, so you were featured in Motor Culture Asia magazine for a few editions. What is it about?
Okay, it was in 2015, 2015. Okay, I was approached by a representative from Motor Culture Asia magazine to write about technical articles in their magazines. So you know, Motor Culture Asia is a local magazine. So it features mostly about motorcycles, and in their technical section, I gave topics such as cooling system, torque servicing, um, valve clearance, and all this got to do with motorcycles. It was featured in their technical sections.
Are you an official ambassador for Liqui Moly?
Yes, I am one of the official Liquid Moly ambassadors since 2016.
Why Liqui Moly?
Okay, this is quite interesting. Actually, last time, I do not like the sound of liquid moly, that pronunciation liquid moly. What is liquid moly? Then I found out it's actually a German lubricant company, and when their representative approached me for collaborations, I did my own research, and I found out that liquid moly actually have one of the world's finest lubricant for vehicles, ranging from motorcycles, cars, even marines, and they go not only on vehicles but also on other commercial products. And their R&D is by themselves, so they are continuously improving, and they are one of the leading lubricant in Germany. So Liquid Moly is from Germany, and all of that combined, when it was first tested on my motorcycle back then, I'm very impressed because it's been a long time since my motorcycle tested such a smooth transmission. So from that day onwards, I'm with Liquid Moly.
So you were an automotive trainer. Who and what do you teach?
Okay, so back in my previous company, I was an automotive trainer apart from being a mechanic. So the company would take interns from ITE and Northlight School. So they will send their interns at a certain period of the year, and I would train them on the basics of a mechanic in handling both light and heavy vehicles. So the interns were trained in motorcycles, light diesel vehicles, and they will be introduced to those heavier vehicles such as the trucks. So I train them on how to replace engine oil, air filter, all those basic necessary procedures that a mechanic should know.
As a vehicle owner, how to maintain the vehicle's health?
Okay, so when you purchase your vehicle, right, whether you buy from the dealer, brand new or second hand, it is your responsibility to actually get hold of the vehicle's owner's manual. Okay, on the vehicle's owner's manual, is written there on what you should do as the owner of the vehicle, as in you should do the regular inspection, servicing of your vehicle. So it's very easy. It's not difficult. Just refer to the owner's manual. Okay, when it's time for you to change your engine oil at this certain mileage, please send to the workshop. So that's very simple. So that's how you maintain the vehicle's health. Other than that, let the workshop do. All you need to know is that you need to find the vehicle's owner's manual.
We need to warm up the engine.
Oh, okay. This question, actually, I myself asked some guys back in the 1980s lah. Ask them, bang, your motorcycle why you need to let it idle for so long before they move off? Okay, so long as in like sometimes they take a cigarette, they smoke until the cigarette finish, then they move off their vehicles. That was what 30, 40 years, 30 plus years ago lah. But today in 2025, right, I would still strongly recommend that you guys give some warm-up time for your vehicle before you moving off, because for the fact that your vehicle's oil needs to be at a certain temperature before its viscosity starts to flow freely inside the engine. Primarily, you need this oil to be circulating inside the engine and lubricating all of the components before you move off. Yes, in modern engines, the oil pump pressure is strong. When you start on, right, when the moment you ignition, the oil pressure will start to pump. But it will still take time to deliver to every component of the engine. So at this time, a few seconds, maybe about 30 seconds to 1 minute, it is no harm for you to warm up. Like I said again, oil needs a certain temperature for its viscosity to flow properly, and you need to lubricate all of the parts in the engine. Again, warm-up procedure is very important. Okay, it may take about 30 seconds to 1 minute, but it will significantly reduce the wear and tear inside your engine, prolong the lifespan.
So what's the difficulty of twin-cylinder or four-cylinder engine in terms of maintenance or repair?
Okay, in terms of the intensity, right, of repair or maintenance, actually the same lah. Whether it's a single cylinder, 2 cylinder, 3 cylinder, 4 cylinder, the same. It's just that the more cylinders, the more work you have to do.